in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing right away is Winston.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Wisely will throw that one away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Winston now.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Now Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 35 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's good for another Saints.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
Touchdown, Saints!
Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Jones on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Winston. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jones now throwing on first down.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they picked up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, Winston.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
We have played 3 quarters.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and 4. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He's got Smith here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Winston's throw caught by Olave, and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Winston to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final